Hey guys, and welcome to Domain 7 of our Manufacturing Guide to CMMC 2.0 Compliance. Of course, being Domain 7, that means we are talking about maintenance. Here's the simplest way to think about why maintenance controls exist. Maintenance introduces risk when it's uncontrolled, even when the intentions are good. Let's break that down a bit. Maintenance is necessary. Systems wear down. Software needs updates. Equipment needs tuning. Problems need fixing. None of that's the issue. The risk comes from how maintenance happens. When maintenance is rushed, when it happens without oversight, when access is granted quickly and never revisited, or when systems aren't checked after work is done. That's when well-intended fixes quietly create security gaps. In manufacturing, this pressure is constant. You have production schedules to protect. Downtime windows are tight. Vendors need access to keep equipment running, and when something breaks, the priority is getting back online as fast as possible. CMMC doesn't ignore those realities. It was written with environments like yours in mind. This domain exists to make sure maintenance improves reliability without quietly increasing risk to your systems or your data. Not by slowing work down and not by blocking fixes, but by making maintenance disciplined instead of reactive. So let's clarify what this domain actually governs. Maintenance, in the CMMC sense, is any activity that modifies, services, repairs, or updates systems that can handle controlled information. That includes things like applying updates, fixing system issues, adjusting configurations, servicing equipment that connects to your network, or allowing vendors to access systems to perform work. What the domain really is about is control. Knowing who performed the maintenance, why it was done, when it occurred, how access was granted, and whether the system was still secure afterwards. Just as important as what this domain is not. It's not about blocking necessary fixes, slowing down emergency response, drowning teams in paperwork, or assuming maintenance is dangerous. The intent is simple and reasonable. Maintenance should strengthen your systems, not introduce new unmanaged risk. Before we talk about assessments or evidence, it helps to pause and ask a few honest questions. Again, there are no right or wrong answers here. We're just seeking clarity. Do we plan and approve maintenance activities, or do they mostly happen ad hoc? That means however we've figured out how to do them. Second, when vendors or third parties perform maintenance, do we control how they access our systems, especially remotely? Do we keep a record of what maintenance was performed, by whom, and when? Fourth, after maintenance is completed, do we verify that systems are working and still secure? And fifth, when emergency maintenance happens, because it always will, do we still make it accountable afterwards? These questions aren't meant to judge. They're meant to reveal where risk quietly accumulates under operational pressure. When assessors review the domain, they're actually not looking for perfection. They're looking for intentional control. Typically, they expect to see a few things. Clear maintenance procedures that explain how routine and emergency maintenance are handled. Defined controls around both on-site and remote maintenance, especially when outside parties are involved. Evidence that maintenance activities are tracked in some way and then reviewed again afterwards. That evidence doesn't need to be complicated. In plain English, it can look like this. A record showing a system was serviced. An approval or ticket showing the work was authorized. A note confirming the system was checked after maintenance. Documentation showing vendors access was granted temporarily and removed when work was complete. Assessors want to see that maintenance isn't invisible, that it's acknowledged, controlled, and verified. In real manufacturing environments, the gaps are usually understandable. Emergency fixes happen first, and documentation happens later, well, if at all. Vendors are given access to just get things running, and that access quietly lingers in the background. Systems come back online, production resumes, and everyone moves on without formally validating what changed. None of this happens because teams don't care. It happens because uptime matters, because pressure is real, and because maintenance feels operational, not risky. CMMC does not punish that reality. It simply asks organizations to bring maintenance out of the shadows and into controlled daylight. A mature maintenance program feels calm, not heavy. Maintenance windows are planned when possible. When vendors are involved, their access is scoped, temporary, and supervised. Emergency maintenance is allowed, but followed by review and documentation once the system is actually up and stable. After work is complete, systems are checked to confirm that they're functioning properly and securely. Most importantly, leadership has confidence. Confidence that changes weren't intentional. Access didn't linger in the background, and systems are no less secure than they were before. That confidence is a reliability advantage, not just a compliance outcome. Getting there doesn't require complexity. It requires structure. From a procedure standpoint, define how maintenance is requested, who approves it, how emergency work is handled, and how systems are validated afterwards. From a people standpoint, be clear about roles, who authorizes maintenance, who performs the work, and who verifies that it was done correctly. From a technology standpoint, use mechanisms that limit access to what's only needed, enable temporary access, and support logging of activities. The logging portion is important. From an evidence standpoint, keep maintenance logs, approval records, validation notes, and any follow-up actions. Nothing fancy, just consistent. Maintenance doesn't exist in isolation. It's one of the 14 domains of CMMC 2.0. It overlaps directly with configuration management, access control, and incident response. I've created an ebook that walks through how these domains support one another and how disciplined maintenance strengthens your entire compliance posture instead of standing alone. It's designed to show the system, not just the control. Also, when you're ready for implementation, we've got an implementation guide for you that walks through all the pieces we've talked about so far. Remember, maintenance controls are not about adding friction. They're about protecting uptime, data, and confidence. When maintenance is disciplined, predictable, and verified, fewer problems repeat and fewer surprises follow. CMMC Domain 7 isn't asking you to fix more, it's asking you to fix with intention. And when that happens, reliability becomes the norm, not the exception. Thanks for sticking around to the end of this domain, and of course, if you're looking for more, we've got an ebook and an implementation guide that we're excited for you to check out. We'll see you at the next domain.